Hello everyone, Sylvia here from Grace for a Gypsy. Today we're going to be making these Bohemian fabric wrap bracelets. These bracelets are stackable boho gypsy style bracelets that are right down my alley. For those of you who don't know, I'm a gypsy at heart. I love all things gypsy, bohemian style. So these are just perfect project for me. I first saw these bracelets on Montano's channel, and I'll link to his channel down in the description below. When I saw this project, I knew it was something that I wanted to try. Let's get started. So our list of things that we need for today's project include some fabric strips. These are silk sari fabric strips, but you can have any kind of fabric, cotton, anything. Some zip ties. Some clamps. These clamps are for paper, but they work great for this project. We need scissors, some side cutters for cutting wire, and some round nose pliers for making some little spirals out of our wire. We need a glue gun, which I've got my little glue gun over here in the corner. You need craft wire. I think this is like a 22 gauge just craft wire, but you could use any size really. And some beads. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to clip this little end off of the zip tie because we won't be needing that. Okay, and then we're going to put some glue on this edge here and overlap the two ends, and we're going to clamp it. Now these zip ties are 11 inches I think, and for my wrist I have a 7-inch wrist, but I like my bracelets kind of big where they don't squeeze my arm. I like to have about a 3-inch diameter bracelet, so I really didn't have to cut down anything, just cut the little end off. So I'm going to put some glue on the end, and then I'm going to just overlap it a little bit. Now I think in Montano's video he actually taped it. I don't know where my tape is, so I'm going to hot glue it and clamp it, and I'm just going to let it sit in this clamp for a little bit. It doesn't take very long, but I have one already done. So the glue has dried, and it doesn't have to be a real sturdy glue because once you wrap it with the fabric and the wire, it holds it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our fabric strip, and I'm going to put just a little tad bit of hot glue on the end of that strip, just so the zip tie it'll grab hold of the zip tie and make it a little easier to wrap. And you just wrap your fabric around the zip tie until you get all the way around. And you don't have to worry much about the little threads and the rough edges, the raw edges. It kind of goes along with the bohemian look, and it's okay to have those little threads sticking out there. But some people don't like that. If you're one of those people, you can take a lighter and you can just hold it up to it, a little distance away, and it'll burn off those little threads. It's just totally up to you. But I kind of like the little fibery, is that a word? Fibery-ishness. I like the mixed media look of fiber. How's that? So you just keep wrapping your fabric around until you get all the way around. And I have some over here already done. I just wrap it around, and I think this was actually 2 different pieces of colors of fabric, and so it doesn't really matter. You can just take bits and pieces and just glue them down around each other. Now the next thing you want to do is take your wire. This wire is like, I don't know, 15 to 20 inches long. And again, it doesn't have to be an exact amount. If you cut it too short, you just cut you another piece and keep going, or if you cut it too long, cut it off. But I'm going to take the end of the wire, and I'm going to just take my round nose pliers and make a little spiral and then squeeze it. And I'm just going to put that spiral little loop on top of my bracelet and make a couple of loops just to kind of secure it. Now this is where the creativity happens. I'm going to start threading some beads on here. You might want to have a well thought out bead pattern if you want, or you can just kind of do it random. I'm kind of a random kind of person. So I just put a little bead, and you have to pull that wire tight. And you just keep wrapping your wire around and adding beads to it. And you just might have to hold your finger up on the bead on the top of the bracelet just so that it stays on the top of the bracelet till you get it wrapped. And I have one of these. You just keep wrapping all the way around until you get to where you started and have about 1 inch left, and I have one about there. So this is one that I finished, and you end it just like you begin it. You make a little spiral, and the spiral is really to just kind of kill any sharp ends you have going on there, so it doesn't snag on your clothes. But you get that spiral, and then I just like to take my other little pliers and just kind of squeeze it down like that. That's pretty much it. I just love these little bracelets. I love how they stack, and I would wear 4 or 5 of these at a time. These are my favorite colors. My clothes match this, and I can't make enough of them. I think I've made about 30 of them, and I have so much fun making them. I just keep making them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all, but I think they're really cute. And they cost very little to make, and I love that bohemian look. If you enjoyed watching this tutorial, be sure to give me thumbs up. And don't forget, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram, and a blog called Grace for a Gypsy. I'll list the links to them all in the description below. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, be blessed.